like your publishing schedule is, or what your
Yeah, sure.
I mean, because it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've done a lot of different things over the years. Like most bloggers, I was pretty erratic in the beginning. I'd get a burst of enthusiasm, and I'd write for 3 or 4 days, and then I'd be 2 weeks or sometimes a month before I'd get back to it. But then I realized if I was really going to build trust and rapport with an audience, and if I was going to grow as a writer, I had to be disciplined. And so I went through a period of time where I was writing 3 blog posts a week. And again, with a full-time job, CEO job, in case you haven't heard, is a very full-time job. And plus I have 5 daughters, and at the time they were all living at the house. So I was trying to write in sort of the margin of my life, like on Saturday morning, and trying to figure all this out. I went from 3 times a week to 5 times a week. And I continued that pace for a couple of years. And then I started asking myself the question, I don't think my audience can keep up with this pace. And I read, Tim Ferriss talks about the minimum effective dose. Like you don't need to boil water to 213 degrees because it boils at 212.
Right.
So that extra degree is just a waste. So I wondered what would happen if I went from 5 times a week to 3 times a week. Now by this time, my income, this is after I'd left being a CEO, and now I'm a full-time blogger. And I'm thinking, I wonder what this is going to do to my traffic and ultimately my income, because there's a correlation between the two. And so initially there was a dip. But then it came back in about 2 weeks. So 3 blog posts a week were accomplishing the same level of traffic as 5 blog posts a week with a lot less effort for me. So my current schedule is this. I post an original blog post on Monday and Friday. And I do my podcast, which has the show notes, so think of that as a podcast or a blog post also, on Wednesday. So 3 times a week. Sometimes we'll do a guest post or something on a Saturday, or maybe some bonus content here and there, but always 3 times a week without fail. And that, I think, is the key to building trust. You got to just show up so that people can expect that you're going to be there when you say you're going to be there.